Hello, hello, dear friends. Welcome to day 12. You've made it this far, and it's great. And I guess you're rewarded with a really awesome prompt if you're into fantasy. If you're not into fantasy, then I don't know, maybe botanical illustration, snapdragons, dragonflies. I don't know. As my mom would say, my heart beats lumpy custard for you, because today's prompt was dragon, and the fantasy nerd that I am, I was like, "Eee!" And then just multiply that by like 1,000 decibels. So yeah, it was very exciting. But I then started to get stressed out because I was like, I don't really draw dragons because dragons are super cool and they are so awesome and they have so much hype, and there's so many different types of dragons, and because it's a fantasy animal, it can technically be anything. I mean, there is a whole debate about whether it's a dragon or a wyvern, but we'll just leave that debate for another day. Yeah, like we're just going to talk about the fact that I can feel anxiety about almost anything. But you know, it's a well-known and well-documented scientific fact that even positive life events like getting married, or I don't know, getting a new house, moving somewhere, going to a new country, going on holiday, all of these things are actually equally stressful to negative life events. It's just that it's, I suppose, a different type of anxiety. But the anxiety that I was feeling here was definitely along the lines of, I can now draw anything. How do I make anything good? How do you know if anything is bad? And it just sent me also on a little bit of a downward spiral, because I was like, well, why does something have to be good or bad? Why can't it just be art? And why can't you just be carefree? And, you know, all of those things that sound really good in theory as thoughts to have, but actually just end up kind of being very self-judgy. But anyway, I ended up drawing this guy. And I was really happy with this guy. And this guy was very surprising to me because he had angel wings, firstly. And secondly, because I had a really cool idea of what to do. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise just yet. I'll show you guys in just a minute. I think it's probably less than a minute now. But it's very exciting. And I had this idea ages ago, and I just didn't really know what I should use this idea on, or how I should use this idea. So I've kind of just been keeping it on a back burner. And when I got to dragon, I was like, yeah, we need something magical. This is super magical. So basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to add water to my picture. And you're going to see when I add water, there's going to be magic. And it's kind of like, you know, when you're a kid and then you had those markers where like you draw in one color and then you put the white marker over it and then it becomes a different color. Like we lived in South Africa, so that wasn't a real thing, but we went on a holiday to America and it was just like, wow. And I had to buy one for my best friend because, you know, you got to be cool like that, because, you know, you love your best friend, but you also got to get that street cred in, you know. And anyway, so I bought tons of those markers, and I feel like this is my adult version of an equivalent of that. So basically, I had this thought, and I know I'm not the first person to ever have this thought, but I did have it spontaneously, so I'm giving myself credit for that at least. And what I did was I thought, okay, what about though if you put that carbon ink, which was made for, the platinum one is actually made for fountain pens, so it's actually safe to put into your fountain pens without like destroying them, which I think the ones that have shellac in them will do, the other Indian inks. But yeah, so I thought, okay, let me put that in, and then, but what about if I put it in with normal fountain pen ink? And I was like, oh, mind blown. And I got really excited, and then I have been waiting ages to put that idea into motion, and I used the Lamy fountain pen for this. It was a Lamy Safari in medium, which actually worked a lot better than the other pen that I had, which is a Kaweco, which is actually in fine. And just by the way, like, how cute is that Yorkie ring? Can I just put that out there? It is a Wish special, guys. it is a wish special, and it like for once was as awesome as you wished. So yeah, what do you know? Today was just a day full of magical surprises. I didn't actually get the ring today, but still, there's magic in the air, guys. The prompt was dragon. And yeah, so the fine tip from the Kaweco pen, or Kaweco, I'm not really sure how to say it, but yeah. That pen didn't actually work that well. I actually ended up adding a little bit of the blue to it, because I actually filled that one with the black and then this bluey, purpley lavender color. And then I had the kind of lilac, pinky, magenta type ink and the black ink in the Lamy pen. And I think it's just something about the makeup of the ink, because it's a pigment-based ink. It just is quite thick, so I think it kind of really dominates the nib and didn't actually let out enough of the colored ink in the finer nib. But yeah, you live and learn. And it's cool though, because I got to add some shadows to the guy, and it was really good. I feel like I didn't overwork it, which made me really happy. And it was really nice, because it was literally just like magic. Like, it was like, there's nothing there, it's just a black line. And then we put water on, and then it was just like swoosh, and like out pops color. And I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And yeah, I know this is a high hope, but I kind of hope that that's what my YouTube channel feels like, is where it's just like, oh, this is an art channel, and then it's like, whoosh, ooh, there's unicorns and color and sass. I mean, I guess, I don't know, I'm just listing stuff that I feel like I can offer personally. But I mean, if you're here for the free food, I'm okay with that too. There's not actually free food though, I'm sorry. Well, on that disappointing note, please remember to like and subscribe to see more of the weirdness that is Stevie. I will see you soon. Okay, love you, bye.